On off, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Oops, I gotta move that over there. Okay, game number 1 in a best of 3 starting here for the TING Open. If you are from the United States and you're looking for a cheaper phone service, guys, TING is definitely the way to go. They're the sponsors of this tournament, and all I would request is that even if you don't plan to buy anything, at least check out bttv.ting.com. You get $25 in credit. Maybe you get something from the store, even if you don't plan on swapping to them. Or maybe you do find that you're better off with Ting. Either way, visiting through that link lets them know specifically you came from us. So thank you guys in advance. The other cool thing to mention before we get into this, and we talked about this last time, and I'll bring it up again, Ting has said that they want to do more of this stuff in the future. Like, if they could sustainably do lots of these tournaments, they would. So the better the turnout, the better the sign-up rate, all these good things means more and better tournaments from them in the future. So fingers are crossed, all goes well. But a bit of a conversation between two friends. Spawning the top right side of Dusk Towers, we've got Millennium's Blue Terran MarineLorD.
In the bottom left, as the Red Zerg, he's Liquid TLO.
Okay, now, there's some stuff to talk about regarding TLO. Everyone knows him for being like Mr. Creative and all this silliness, but
Sure.
it's cool as I love seeing burrowed baneling play and weird lurker timings. He did lose 3-0 to MarineLorD when we had those Match Arena show matches a few months back. The game has been tweaked and balanced a little bit, but not significantly since then. So the only thing that's going to really matter is whether TLO's playstyle has evolved and is able to keep up with MarineLorD.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sure. MarineLorD, it didn't look so hot in our last qualifiers. Just had a bad day, I suppose, and he hasn't actually faced anyone too impressive. I mean, we love Wololo because of his name, but exactly the hardest player to beat. So I don't know how his form is. Same with Liquid TLO. These are basically the first professionals, you know, that they've met in this bracket, which will definitely change after this because it's nothing but afterwards. But I'm not sure how both of their respective matchups are looking.
So keep in mind for everybody today, it's top 3 to get through these qualifiers. So top 2 for the winners bracket and top 1 from the losers bracket. That being said, we're still quite a few rounds away, and as Zombie said, we're already hitting the hard mode, so to speak. All the players at this point have played each other in tournaments. They've all seen each other in the round of 8 and such before. This is no new matchup for these guys.
No, but it is the I guess now they're hitting that barrier, man. And I don't know who's going to be more tough for, but that's why I'm going to pay close attention to this game. TLO, of course, just dealing with this Reaper. Looks like MarineLorD's going to go for a Widowmine drop, just making its way back into all matchups.
Yeah. Everyone's like busy focused on it. They're like, okay, we're pretty sure David Kim's going to nerf tank drops. Let's focus on something else we can do.
Man, I really hope we never see any mention of that again.
Oh!
Ooh, fancy footwork.
So, I mean, the Zerglings weren't meant to necessarily live, but they were supposed to keep the Reaper chased off in order to get the hatchery down. So, killing both those lings is pretty nice. Reaper is going to die, sadly, but 4 kills on him is not too bad. And bought some time tonight on that third.
Not bad at all. It does end up dying, but it did scout the intention of a third, which is like, there aren't many 2-base third, no saturation all-ins from Zerg in this matchup, but I guess this is something you have to always be wary of. What I'm more interested in is the 3 Evo chambers. I think that's a mistake, but hey, if he wants to go 1-1-1, that'd be awesome.
I mean, that's TLO in a nutshell for you.
Right? It's so creative.
It's all on the same base. That's what makes this so bad, too. Maybe this is like, you know what this is? No, this is that shell game. MarineLorD's going to come in for the drop, and he won't know which the actual upgrade is under.
Yeah, I mean, well, what's so funny is that in Heart of the Swarm, you're like, oh, obviously, like, blatantly, like, this was not intentional. But in Legacy of the Void, people are constantly switching back and forth, Roach Muta, Roach Ling, like, back into Roaches, back into Ultras. So, I mean, if it was all 3, it'd be cool. But that's also a ton of gas that I don't think would be worth it.
No. Maybe if they didn't wiggle and jiggle, it'd be less obvious. But, oh, picks up, nice, avoids the friendly fire. Gonna head over this base where I just touch up and heal the Marines. For MarineLorD's sake, of course, he does have an Overlord in his base scouting, but that's gonna get picked off. Not sure if TLO realized the Liberator was en route next.
It's such a common follow-up, whether it's a tank opener, a wooden mine opener, like any opener, like Liberators on this map in particular, with or without that range. It's like expecting the Banshee follow-up back in the heyday and Heart of the Swarm. Like everyone was just putting down blind spore crawlers, but I don't know. Sometimes you still forget.
Well, there's one really well positioned actually. MarineLorD's not going to be able to fly past that very comfortably, which is what you tend to try to do. Just going to go for the gas siege up instead. Not a bad choice. Gets another Overlord in the middle of the map. Small little picks like this are really starting to build up for MarineLorD. We often talk about this for Terran too. Like that's what makes Terran so good. It's not that you have this army that A moves to win. Like some races get sort of stereotyped, but more that you're constantly trading all these little battles throughout the game, and eventually, after winning so many small trades, you have a big army as a consequence.
Yeah. What would really be scary is that TLO is spending a lot of time microing his drones away and moving a spore crawler. That if there was like a 2-base push in the follow-up, that would be problematic, but it's not. He went for the 3rd base, put it down now. You'd want to wait for stam, you'd want to wait for combat shields. You'd want to wait for 1-1 too, which has not yet started for MarineLorD, despite getting those engineering bays a while ago. There they are.
MarineLorD's income, by the way, has been kicking ass. What's going on? Of course, spiking up every time he has to pull drones away, but TLO's got a decent worker count behind him as well. The mutas are a fun choice. This will help deal with the Liberators. It'll certainly stop these drops. In fact, now the Liberator sieges up in the main. I don't think he's aware of this just yet.
Very quick.
MarineLorD did pick up about 3 Overlords too while this goes on, and while that's not super duper significant, it does mean that TLO's not going to have a lot of great vision. That's where creep spread starts becoming, I think, more important in Legacy of the Void. It recedes faster, and it's not abusive as much as it was in the past, but the fact that you typically don't have a lot of Overlords spread out as a Zerg anymore makes this creep spread more important than ever.
Yeah. It's not so hot right now, but he gets back to it after clearing up the Liberators. Now, Ling Bling Muta has been through a lot of troubles in Legacy of the Void. Yes, but Dust Towers was kind of the first map to be like, okay, maybe we can try this again, and it has flooded into the other maps as well. So not too unexpected to see it here.
As you say, that Baneling is coming down fairly late, though. He will be able to get speed right away, though.
Yeah, that is a little concerning because, right, the Baneling speed is far off. Like, he obviously hasn't needed Banelings up until now, but it is about that upgrade. The Mute is actually getting across the field, though, and able to see what's coming out of the barracks. What does the tank count look like? Is he going tanks? Is he going Widow Mines? Is all very important. Him putting 6 more Mutas on the field, too, again, all of that gas that could otherwise go into Banelings, is maybe a testament to how he feels. Like, he doesn't think he's going to be pushed soon, or he will be prepared for a push if it does come. He's probably clicked on the upgrades of the Marines, too, and seen that his upgrades are pretty far ahead. Full half on both upgrades. But there's the push for MarineLorD, and I'm not sure that TLO is prepared for this.
Yeah, Combat Shields is going to time out for this just barely.
Yeah.
The wall gets broken. He will get some lings into the base, but this is not going to be... oh, he's attacking the rocks. That's awkward.
That was awkward. But it brings MarineLorD back, which he definitely needed. He is still down by about 40 supply, and he needed the Banelings as well as the Baneling speed.
Turn the wall. I actually like that quite a bit.
Oh, I love that, man. Like, the Mutas can just sit over your supply depot wall otherwise. So annoying.
Well, the Baneling count for TLO is growing. Speed's about halfway finished.
Oh,
Taking the fight off of creep, though, without speed, I do not like this. Burrow's going to finish up in a moment, too, and I think he's really hoping to just set up positionally for some burrowed Banelings. The Zerg landmine effect is actually quite a serious problem for some players.
The main attack probably will happen when TLO has a full upgrade lead, too. As his 2-2's about to finish up. That'd be nice.
Ooh, the 2-2's can help against the Marines a lot.
The Baneling speed isn't quite done. 2-2's not quite done, but he's going in anyways. God, no.
This is all like 5 seconds too early for TLO. The Widow Mines, however, take out most of the Banelings, but the Mutalisks do take out the Liberators. So is there enough now to clean up the Marines? It looks like just barely.
They are surrounded, so they do go down pretty quickly. But that was all of his Banelings, most of his Lings, and a few Mutas down. Had he waited for everything to finish, I wonder how much better that would have looked. That would have been a stomp.
So it was a good defensive fight, but the problem is TLO starts overextending, and he definitely doesn't have what it takes to take on round 2 just yet. He's getting more Zerglings right now, a couple of Banelings morphing in on the front lines, but he doesn't have any Banelings on the backside of this. He's just now getting those in, and that's why... This is why it's not looking so great to use this strategy anymore. I'm not saying it's bad. Like, MarineLorD's just... His production is fantastic. It's hard to keep up with that. And unfortunately, the Mutas... I don't know if they can pull it off again. There's a Thor in the mix this time. Oh, that
This is
Widowmine's
like,
still alive from the first round.
if he could push this back again, he would probably be fine, and he'd start matching his supply as
But
his larva kicks in, his economy kicks in. But he's not able to push this back.
That's like the last of his banelings too. This base is gonna go down. He does have two other bases coming down behind this, so for TLO, not super worried just yet. Does magic box on top of the Thor. Liberators are shooting the ground, so they're not helping with the air. Thor does not help with the air either, and this actually ends up going really well for TLO, despite everything saying it shouldn't. Oh
Jesus.
Well,
that really sucked.
33 kills on this Widowmine as of that last hit.
Oh god. Right, like I'm surprised he pushed that back too. Like it really helped that he kind of did the back attack thing, but MarineLords are once again right here on the front lines. More Widowmines. These ones have still not been cleaned up. He's not getting an Overseer either.
Well, it's gonna be a Spore Crawler, but still, the the 2/2 really helping out TLO significantly. Now that upgrade upgrade advantage is gonna be gone.
That's a cool Spore Crawler, not just for the Widowmines because they have an Overseer, but also for the Liberators that MarineLorD kept getting. Okay, one shot. Yeah.
Okay, takes out that Liberator, but the Spore Crawler goes down too. That's detection, and now there's nothing else to catch these brand new Widowmines. Splash damage does help a bit. I mean, the Marine count's still high enough that the Mutos are in trouble. 14 more Zerglings on the way, and he's just going to abandon the base, and it's probably the best choice in this situation.
Yeah, you can transfer to those new bases you were talking about, but his supply is also plummeted once again after the second fight, I think it was. It was actually even. But now it's down by 30, 40.
I'm shocked he's going for high attack. Like, not because it's like, oh, I can't believe he's smart enough to think of that, but like TLO's actually so in trouble right now. He's still not in the clear, despite the fact that the MarineLorD did take a breath after that engagement. To try and get Ultralisk out is bold. If he can do it, TLO will actually be pretty good, but getting the actual Ultras is going to be incredibly difficult. He's going to transfer drones up to the north because I think he knows this base is going to be in trouble too. MarineLorD scans that base, confirming that it's down. There are two medevacs, but they've got nothing in them. Mutalisks are going to intercept the one that was full, though. Ooh, that's nice. Trying to go for a counterattack over here. The Planetary Fortress is down, so not a lot these Lings and Banelings can do. Burrows a couple. Not sure if MarineLorD saw this.
They actually get the majority of the units on top of it, though. They're kind of going around this dim little pillar. And
looks like he did see it.
Notice.
You're playing TLO. This guy uses the strategy quite frequently. You got to be kind of aware. The problem is constant detection is difficult, and TLO is going to keep burrowing these every which way. Hive Tech is finishing in just a moment, but once again, I don't know if he'll have time to get the Ultras out. It's a good goal to have.
But like MarineLorD's already anticipating that. He has another starport. He has a Ghost Academy on the way.
That's it right there. GG.
GG.
And I just said so many Banelings. I mean, so many Widowmines. Jeez. Game 1 does go to MarineLorD.